Hi everyone, welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. My weekly lesson of this week is all about competitive sports, and I'm recounting my experiences of when I was at school. I really didn't like competitive sports. I'm still not a fan of it. But my news stories of this week are related to the Olympics and sport in general. So today, Thursday, August the 1st, 2024, there's a news story in the Daily Express, and this is all about Princess Kate. And she's saying here that she's keen to travel to Paris for the Olympic Games. Now, the royals, the younger royals, Kate and William, their official residence is in Kensington Palace, but they don't live there. They live over in the west of England somewhere, as far as I recall. So if she wanted to go there, she would need to be driven, because I doubt if she'll be driving herself. Well, maybe she will, but she would need to be driven from the west of England all the way up to London and then over to France. And I was telling you last week that they wanted to build some roads under Stonehenge to make traffic quicker around that area. So they're not doing that anymore. The government have shelved that idea. If you shelve something, you put it on the shelf. And that's because they've discovered that it would cost too much money. So that idea has been shelved. So she probably would, maybe, who knows, maybe she would be flown in a helicopter to Paris, bearing in mind her status as a royal. I don't know how she would get there, but let's read the story. It's from the Daily Express, Thursday, August the 1st. It says here, the Princess of Wales is eyeing up her next public appearance. Okay, if you eye up something, it means it's something you want to buy, something you want to do. Actually, I was at the supermarket yesterday and I was eyeing up donuts. Oh, they were chocolate ones, delicious. It was those ones filled with cream and chocolate. Oh, really? Yeah, I was eyeing up those. So, anyway, the Princess of Wales is eyeing up her next public appearance and is keen to head to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Yeah, if you head somewhere, it means you go. I'm heading to the shops, bye, heading out, heading away for my holidays, heading to particular places. So, yeah, she says she's keen. That means she has a desire to do something, to head to Paris, to go to Paris, to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. I would have thought she'd be there for the opening ceremony. Don't they invite important people? So, one more time. The Princess of Wales is eyeing up her next public appearance and is keen to head to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Kate, 42, has made two major appearances since her cancer diagnosis this year. She appeared at the Tripping of the Colour, which is a royal thing, in June, and she also appeared at Wimbledon tennis a month later. She tells us here that she has good and bad days as she continues chemotherapy, but it is understood she wants to make the most of feeling well and attend events when she's able. And then we have the palace, Kensington Palace, I suppose. That's her official office, isn't it? They say here, the princess would love to go to the Olympics. Yeah, it says she would love to go to the Olympics. She has such fond memories of London 2012 and is keen to go to another Games while it's so close to home. But the insider said it's conditional on her health, and the Daily Express then tell us that Prince William will visit Paris to watch the climbing competitions on August the 5th. Princess Anne has been enjoying the Games, presenting medals at the men's 100-meter breaststroke final and the team finals. Oh, really? Oh, in the media just 2 weeks ago, they were saying that Princess Anne was very seriously ill. So she's obviously recovered. So Prince William intends to go to watch the climbing. Oh, interesting. I don't even know where well, they're not watching it on TV, are they? They're going to go. But I don't know where on TV they're watching it, if they are. I think that would be Eurosport, maybe? I don't know. And then we have another story here, which is full of joy, supposedly. Team GB, that's what they're calling our Olympic team, Team Great Britain. Team GB notched up, that's just a way to say the number of scores that you get. You notch them up on the scoreboard. It just means the number of numbers which are written down in your favor. If you notch up, it's the amount of things which apply if you're counting. So it says here, Team GB notched up a fantastic 5 Olympic medals yesterday, including 2 golds. And then it talks here about a fabulous foursome of rowers. That just means 4 rowers. I don't know why they're writing it so poetically. They're obviously happy about it, aren't they? And then it goes on to say Alex Yee won the men's triathlon, and then it has many other names here as well of people who won medals. It says here, one of them, Lola Anderson, tearful Lola, 26. Tearful is when you're about to cry. She told the paper when she was a schoolgirl, she had vowed, just means promised, in her diary to one day become an Olympic champion. And she later threw it away, thinking it was embarrassing. But her father, Don, retrieved the journal. He took it out from the bin and he put it in a safety deposit box and gave it back to his daughter 2 months before he died in 2019. It's a little bit creepy. I really hope my parents didn't take any of my journals. I sincerely hope no one in the family is going to appear in the coming years with any of my diaries from my teenage years. My goodness me. Oh, no, no. It says here, Lola said, I'd forgotten about it, obviously, but a couple of years ago, my dad reminded me, and I know that he'd be so, so proud. Okay, because he died in 2019. She says, I'm just thinking a lot about him right now, and it's lovely. She and her teammates, they had their first ever win in the women's quadruple sculls. Well, I'm assuming that's a sports match. I have no idea what that is, but so the father took one of her journals from the bin, kept it locked up, in a safety deposit box and gave it back to her in 2019. Oh no, no. I think I would be mortified. That just means very embarrassed. If my parents read any of my diaries. I mean, we're really not family orientated people here. So it's not the kind of thing my parents would have done. But if they had have done it, what would I have been writing about? I didn't want to be an Olympic champion. I think I was at that time when I was 13, 14 years old, I probably was more concerned about making cassette tapes for friends. And yeah. Yeah, one thing I used to love to do when I was that age was to go to Hampton Court Palace and sit in the gardens. Hampton Court Palace is another royal palace in London. I used to go there and write journals, very careful to make sure that my family never found them. Yeah, I think like most teenagers, I didn't just leave them on the top of the bin. I personally burned them, I think. Very dangerous to have journals in those days, because of course you couldn't password them. So she says here that she had this journal to be an Olympic star. Sounds a bit cliche, that, doesn't it? I'm not sure if I believe that story, but anyway, so that's the stories from today, from the Daily Express about Princess Kate and also Team GB notching up a fantastic 5 medals. And then the story of Lola, how when she was a schoolgirl, she had vowed, it just means promised, to become an Olympic champion. Great ambitions. All I wanted was a set of VHS videos of my favorite TV show. And of course, in those days, it was very hard to get VHS videos. DVDs hadn't been invented. And if you were lucky, your parents could afford a video recorder. And if you were even luckier, the video recorder actually did record the program at the correct time. You would come home and find, that you'd set the timer wrong. Everything was manual in those days. Having said that, I still can't work the remote control of my TV. I think I have 3 of them here, 3 remote controls. Anyway, enough. So that's it from me today. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let's talk again soon. See you. Bye.